Your coffee ready? Come on. Ooh.
Ding, ding, ding! What do we have for her, Johnny?
I'm leaving Logan to catch the T. My destination, Blueberry Street. Yeah, I'm in Boston, and it feels so good. I'm so excited, I got my tickets to see the Pats play, and then the Celtics, and a Fenway game, and it feels so good. And it feels so good. So good, so good. We bump our fists up in the air. So good, so good. We're living proud, so we shout it loud, and it feels so good. We spend the summer down at the Common, and in the winter we cheer the Bruins. The weather doesn't make the city, it's the people, and it feels so good. And it feels so good. So good, so good. We bump our fists up in the air. So good, so good. We're living proud, so we shout it loud, and it feels so good. And it feels so good. So good, so good. So we never really care. So good, so good. And we work all day and we play all night, and it feels so good.
Yeah, baby.
Well, on a Friday night, we'll chill, start a fight. Yes, you bash a bottle right off your head. She'll give you a smile, well, you talk for a while, but you're never gonna get in her bed. She's got a body of a goddess, not like a man. She'll always tell you where she stands.
Aha, did you like that? Trying to fix my hat and whoop, dropped on the mouse. Good morning, everybody. What's up, motherfuckers? Bumpa here with another wonderful episode of the Daily Pissah Morning Show. Hope you guys are doing well. Got your coffee? Have mine? Are you wide awake? I am, barely, but hey, we'll make it happen, right? Mm-hmm. Was shaking. It's snowing here in beautiful Massachusetts. Oh, man. Very slippery roadways out there, so do be careful. If you're in the chat room, say hello. Just shoot a little hi. You don't have to talk much. I won't drag you out. Call you out. If you're at work, I want to put headphones on because I tend to swear. Bad mouth. But anyway, I got just a few things for us today to talk about. I think really good items. I did good today. I did good. Bumper do good. Bumper happy. Yeah, I don't know how, like I said, I accidentally hit the mouse there and messed up the whole listing here. But anyway, let me go to the first one I have. A winner went on chicken dinner. Now this comes out of Shallot, not to be confused with Charlotte, North Carolina. A woman won this. Now she actually won back in 2015. She won $188 million on Powerball. But of course, the lump sum, $88 million. That's a $100 million hit. You really just walk away from that? I don't know. I think, because do you really need that $88 million up front? You can't live on just a few $1,000,000 in the first year. I think I will go with the payouts. I'd love to hear what you people would think on that. But that's not really the main part of this story. This story is the winner. Her name happens to be Fontella Holmes. Won the prize in 2015. And she had a boyfriend, Lamar McDowell. Well, Lamar was arrested about a year before she won the lottery, and he was locked up. When he got out, he bought Fontella had bought a home for them to live in. And plus, then, of course, she spent money on them, gifts and stuff. She bought them what I would call a cheap home for having $88 million in her pocket. She bought a home for $250,000 for the two to move into shortly after winning the lottery. So he gets out, moves into the house a year later. Then what happens is a year after that, he gets arrested again. So she moves away, sold off some of his shit that she had bought him or whatever. So now McDowell, let me tell you, McDowell, who goes by the street name of Hot Sauce, is suing, and now this is the current time. They're currently in a lawsuit now for $25,000 for compensatory damages, $25,000 for punitive damages, and tax interest, attorney fees, and other costs. So look, he's looking for $50K. Basically, his rich girlfriend ditched his ass while he's in jail. He gets out and he's got nothing. Well, my 2 cents is here. Before she won the lottery, they had nothing. She won the lottery, not them. She won the lottery. Because his ass was locked up. Okay? His ass got locked up before she won the lottery. And his ass was in lockup when she got that money. So then she was nice enough to buy a house for them to live in. Basically, she bought herself a fucking house because she had the money. Let him live with her. Lavish him with a couple of gifts. Hey, great, hey, here's a new car, baby, blah, blah, blah. I have $88 million. I can afford to buy your car. Whatever. So, buys him a few toys, and then he gets locked up again. Well, his ass gets locked up again. She moves away, citing both the arrest and media attention from being a winner. So, she packs up and leaves. Sold off his shit, so that's why he said he gets pissed off. Now he's suing her for it. They kept in touch about, they have a daughter together. But, sorry, if I have $88 million and my boyfriend or girlfriend is a loser piece of shit and doesn't do anything, well, that's time to move on, pack up, right? And especially if he's getting arrested. The guy's a criminal. And then he's out, right? You provide everything for him. You guys have money. And somehow he still manages to get arrested again. Yeah, that point, that's where it's all bye-bye. I mean, think about it. You have everything now. You have money. You have no reason to, steal, be a fucking piece of shit. You have money now. You can live a nice life quietly and comfortably. But nope. He has to get locked up again. So, winner, chicken dinner. Basically, Miss Holmes, Fontella, she gets the money and walks away. You know what? It would probably be easier for her to just give him the $50,000. But the lawsuit claims that purchasing various gifts totaling more than $1.4 million for Mr. Hot Sauce, which, it might be gifts, whatever, but depending what the purchases were. My guess would probably car, boat, all kinds of stupid shit. Because that's just kind of how they go. And you know what? Give it to them. Walk away. You still got $80+ million, and you got rid of a piece of crap in your life. But that's just, I don't know. What do you guys 2 cents on that? If you have any thoughts on that. And again, the $88 million over the $188 million. I know you got to pay a good chunk of tax on that, but I'm guessing she lost at least. What do you think? 20, 25 million if she were to take it in payments instead? I don't know if I could just say, turn a blind eye to the 25 mil. Because you got to pay the taxes on it. I get that. So it should have been at least, my thought was at least 100 mil, a little over that. So that's why I'm thinking closer to 20, 25 million that she lost if she had taken it in payments. But I don't know. If you need $88 million right away, I mean, who knows? Maybe you should plan to buy a baseball team or something. Everyone has their own theories. Now, this next one. Oh, you know what? For the right dollar amount, you too can be a dog. And why would you say that? Because a watchdog in this case, a border collie, 8-year-old border collie named Lulu, is now worth an estimated $5 million. Why is Lulu worth $5 million? Because her 83-year-old owner had passed away, who happened to be a very wealthy man, and left a $5 million estate to Lulu to make sure she's cared for the rest of her life. Lulu is in the care of a friend, Martha Burton, who takes care of Lulu on a daily basis. The successful businessman that passed away, name was Bill Doris. Passed away back in November. He was 83 and unmarried. So Martha Burton was a friend who, when he often traveled for business or whatever, would leave Lulu with her. So left $5 million in Lulu's name for her care. So it's currently in probate, and there's a conservator or whatever that oversees all the expenditures and whatnot for Lulu. So Lulu can eat the high quality dog food, whatever it is she wants, for the rest of her life, and be very happy, or get every itty bitty bit of medical attention she would ever need, and not ever have to worry about an expense. That's nice. That's nice. I don't know. Would you leave millions of dollars to your dog? I mean, how much do you love your dog? Is it millions of dollars worth? You know, if you had millions of dollars, would you leave millions to your dog? I don't know. But going with the nice stuff, I want to bring up a message I got yesterday from a guy, Jake Hudson. Jake Hudson, nice guy. He just kind of reached out, so thanks for the podcast that we do, whether it be here on this show or the Wicked Pissah Show. You know, he likes to watch stuff on Twitch. And, you know, just because, as he said, he's got some tough things going on in life. And when things get sad and depressing, he likes to watch shows on Twitch or whatever. And, you know, that takes away from the depression. The world is a kind of a shitty place. So he gets to, you know, just kind of bury himself into something else for a while. Enjoy his show, whether it be, you know, this show, get a laugh, or whatever. This show, another show I know he likes, Steel Toe. I believe he does his own show as well. But there's a bunch of shows on there just to kill time. You know, sit there rather than just sitting there dwelling on the shit in life. You know, he gets to watch something to keep him entertained. And he really likes that. And I just want to give a shout out to him saying, I agree. It's cool to have stuff like this to be able to watch. I watch a lot of other shows and stuff like that. So it's, you know, it's a good way to kill time. You know, I listen to a lot of shows when I'm driving too. So, you know, I see where he's coming from. But also, and going back to Lulu over here, Mr. Doris, Bill Doris, who passed away, the wealthy man, he also had some controversial stuff. He had a statue on his property of Confederate General Nathan Bedford Forrest, who also happened to be the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. The statue sat on his property. It's been vandalized numerous times over the years, painted over and stuff like that. He's a big national real estate investor around Nashville, mostly. But he loved his dog. Left $5 million to Lulu. You know, I'm not sure. Doesn't say anything about his stance with the KKK. You know, a lot of people down south have a different view on the whole Confederate stuff. That doesn't necessarily mean they take the KKK side, but you know, sensitive issue there. But that's Lulu, and good for Lulu being Lulu rich. So now I have another thing I got to queue up here. Let's see. Okay. Let me go over here. All right. The shooting that happened out of Nevada County, California. A couple of deputies get called for disturbed woman, and you'll hear it. Let me try. Here's 911 call.
What is your emergency?
CHC with a transfer for a suspicious woman with 2 juveniles, Alta Sierra near Gibney Lane. On the line.
Thank you.
Two young kids with her. Now watch what happens to the deputy.
You're not in trouble or anything like that.
I know what you did to my baby.
I'm not going to touch your babies, but I need you to put your knife away.
Don't
County 1 We're going to have one at gunpoint. She has a knife.
Don't
I'm not going to hurt your babies. Hey.
So you
I'm
saw
not
that,
gonna
right?
hurt
Pulls the knife right out, right off the bat. Pulls the knife out.
I'm not going to.
Everyone knows every single
Hey.
face, every single name. If
Hey.
something happens to me and my babies,
Okay.
everyone in the whole world.
Hey, listen. We're not. Hold up. Hold up. Hey.
My babies.
We're not talking.
County
1 send us.
Everyone knows what
And now they recognize you got two small kids. They're trying to do their best to
I'm
calm
not
it
saying
down.
anything. I just
No.
want to help you
They
out.
don't.
they know who you are.
I just want to help out.
But then it becomes a concern if she's this enraged.
Okay. Okay.
Hold
up.
Will she do something with the kid?
Zoe, you want to back up? Zoe.
Fucking get near my baby.
Zoe, don't.
Don't you fucking
Hey.
near my babies.
We're not. Zoe, you want to back up? Zoe.
No!
Hey, I need you to put that
I
knife
don't
down.
give a
Just
fuck.
talk. Just talk to us.
No, I don't have anything to say.
Talk to
Everyone
us.
knows who you are.
Talk to us.
Everyone fucking knows who you are.
Listen,
There's lawyers who
talk
stand
to
up.
us.
There's lawyers who have been
Talk
waiting.
to us.
They have all that.
Hold up.
So kill me
I
now.
don't want to kill you.
Because
Give
they
me
will
a sec.
find out the truth.
Don't.
Don't you
Hey.
Hey, look at.
Let go of the knife!
Put the knife down.
who you are.
Listen,
There's lawyers who
talk
stand
to
up.
us.
There's lawyers who have
Now
been
look,
Talk
if you
to
watch,
us.
the officer popped the taser at
I want to
her.
kill you. Give me a sec.
Either he missed or didn't have any effect.
Hey.
Yeah, he popped right there. Then,
Let go of the knife!
Put the knife down.
Don't be scared.
Hold up.
So kill me
I
now.
don't want to kill you.
Because
Give
they
me a
will
sec.
find out the truth.
Don't.
Don't you
Hey.
see, now look.
Hold up.
Oh, let me see. Trying to see if I can pause at the right point here. Look at, she's probably only about 6 to 8 feet away from him. And, you know, he doesn't have enough time to properly turn around and fire the taser again, if there's any left in it. I thought it sounded and looked like he fired before the first gunshot there. But you know, she's right on his tail and gonna risk getting that knife lunged into the back of his chest. I'm trying to see, look how close she was. And there's a thing called a 21-foot rule that it has been scientifically proven, and I recommend everyone look it up if you don't believe me on that. The 21-foot rule is what officers tend to use on a knife. If the person is under 21 feet with a knife and closing in on them, the officer is justified in taking lethal force, because of the fact that at that point, at less than 21 feet, if the officer's gun is not already out, there's a very slim chance that he or she will be able to get out in time before that knife is impaled on him. So, you know, someone running at full speed with less than 20 feet away from you, even if you do get a shot or two in on that person, and they're crazed enough, that knife, the blade is still going to go right through your chest and, you know, possibly kill the officer. So, you know, that's kind of things, like I said, a lot of people don't realize that or understand that 21-foot rule. Google it. There's tons of videos and research on it. And it's, you know, it's gold standard, really.
I don't want to
And
kill you.
it sucks. Because these guys, look at it, they're using a taser because they don't want to shoot. That doesn't, it's right on them, yeah.
Let go of the knife!
Put the knife down.
Don't be scared to die.
So that's a sad thing that happened out in Nevada County, California. That was a video I saw came up last night. Just happened yesterday, the day before. It's sad, like I said, and they did a good job. I don't know if you saw that one of the kids tried to go over, and the mom and the officer pushed them away. Because you don't know if how crazy the mother is at that point. Many parents, mothers as well, will kill their kids right at that heat of the moment. They're dying with me. How many times have you heard a story of a mother going into a river or lake or whatever in a car with their kids and, the minivan or whatever, and just drives the car right off the bridge into the water or whatever. It happens, burn the family alive because whatever mom's going through, she can't handle, and the kids go with her, as sick and demented as that is. It happens. And, this kind of video's, you see someone get shot, that is disturbing, can be disturbing, but it leads me into the next part I want to talk about. What is really too disturbing? Is this one of those things that is too disturbing? Because there are so many other things, like here, you see this picture to my other side of that right there. That picture right next to me is blood and guts. That is the New York City subway train a few days ago, like the 12th or the 13th. In New York City, a gentleman stabbed 4 people in 2 different incidents. And there's that knife down there in the bottom. I can't go this way. Yeah. On the bottom corner, there's that knife. Let's see if I can make it bigger for you. You can see the knife. Yeah, that is the knife that was found on the gentleman they arrested. And it was a 21-year-old male, Rigoberto Lopez from Brooklyn. He was charged with 1 count of first-degree murder, 2 counts of second-degree murder, and 2 counts of attempted murder. So I don't know where the 5th one came from. But he was the kid basically was on a rampage, and he stabbed 4 people in the subways. The first assault happened Friday morning. A 67-year-old man was stabbed. But they're all tied to this guy. And if I remember correctly, they're all homeless. He targeted the homeless people. And, so anyway, I come up with the too disturbing because here, this picture of the bloody subway car, Facebook had determined was too disturbing. So it was removed, but then it was back on, other people repost or whatever. But it's too disturbing. Now, while I can see how that is, quote, disturbing, is it really too disturbing? And the reason why I say is that, ask that is because I don't think it's too disturbing to show people reality. That is reality. That is what happens, especially in New York. You can't sit there and say there's a whatever. I don't know how many, 1,000 homicides in New York every year. I don't know what it is, but say that I'll be generous and go 500. Okay, 500 homicides in New York, but we don't want to show anything because it's all peachy keen, right? No, people need to know the bad shit that happens, whether it be in their city or their rural little bumpkinville town. Everything needs to be out there. And now I know like not every little detail can be out there because there's investigations, other people are tied into certain things. So maybe not right off the bat every little thing needs to be out there, but a lot of things should be out there. Once a case is closed or goes off to court, then that's when it needs to be disclosed. People need to know that that little bumpkinville, nothing ever happens there, in fact has a few hundred arrests a year. They need to know, well, oh, gee, I didn't know that much happened here. Or, they never do anything here. Meanwhile, maybe your little Hickville Police Department did like 5,000 traffic stops, but you never saw it, so they don't do nothing. It's another good way to look at a lot of cities and towns have an annual report. And in that annual report, on 1 or 2, 3 pages, depending on how much room they give them, there's a one for the police department. And in that police department one, it shows their activity. I highly recommend you look at that because that one shows you, the criminal offenses, traffic stops, whatever, depends on how they do the breakdown, but shows you more than what you're thinking about. And so I think when we try to avoid this stuff, like saying that this is too disturbing, it's not too disturbing, it's reality. And, while maybe we don't want our 5-year-olds to see this, your 5-year-olds shouldn't be on Facebook. But at the same time, it's reality. And, you can see that stuff at any moment, especially in the city. But that shit happens everywhere. Everywhere. In rural areas are the most common for break-ins, whether it be house or cars. And yet people that live out there in the sticks still believe that I don't need to lock my car. I don't need to lock my house. And they're still victims because, it's not the city. No, it's the country where, to me, it's even easier to break into your house. I got a dog. If you get a dog, yep, you're probably right. You're better off with a dog. All right. But if you have your dogs in the house and the car outside is unlocked and, in the middle of the night and old Yella is inside sleeping and snoozing and snoring, doesn't hear the guy breaking into your car outside, not really breaking in, just opens the door, right? And then steals whatever's in the car, if not the car, right? Because some people are still stupid enough, they leave their keys in the car, in the ignition too, most of the time. People still do that because they live on a farm or whatever, they live out in the middle of nowhere, nobody's going to be out there. That's the easiest target because you're in the middle of nowhere, there's no witnesses. There's no one going to see them walking up to your car or your house and going in, So, like, if that person knows it, you drove off, well, they go up to a house and there's nobody around, there's no cars, doesn't look like anyone home. They go up there, there's no dog barking, no nothing. Boom, easy pickings. In they go, grab a TV, laptop, jewelry, whatever. Out the door they go. Nobody saw a thing. Why? Because there's nobody around. If there's nobody around, you're even more unsafe in my eyes than you are in the city because there's a lot of eyes. But everyone's got different things. But is that too disturbing? Blood and guts in a picture. It's just reality. And some people can't handle that. And those are the people that live under a rock, live a sheltered life. And they need to get over that. It's just, I don't know. So let me see. Anyone check it out? What do we got here? Nothing going on. We have, this one. This is a good one. I call this one a flying motor. This happened on East Baton Rouge, Louisiana. East Side Fire Station from there responded around 7:45 p.m. to a single motor vehicle accident on Old Hammond Highway. The crash was due to the vehicle fleeing law enforcement. The driver was ejected from the vehicle and transported to the hospital in critical condition. Also, as a result from hitting multiple trees, as you can see, one of the vehicles like in pieces there. The motor was thrown from the vehicle and went through the front door of a nearby apartment. There's the door, striking a resident inside. The resident was also transported with non-life-threatening injuries. Now, how is that for a fucking wake-up? There you are at home, whether it be your house, apartment, whatever. Whether you're sitting on the couch watching TV, and boom! Just out of nowhere, this motor, car engine comes flying through the door and slams into you. That's a fucking wake-up call. Odds of that, you played a lottery after that because the odds of that happening is slim to none. But there is one disturbing thing. I think it'll be the next picture here. There's a picture in this. I thought I put it in, maybe I didn't. You'll see the motor and behind it the fireplace. And see this doll head back there. All right, awkward. I think maybe the little voodoo action going on in there. They were calling something, and sure enough, it happened. The darkness hit them. The darkness hit them in the way they didn't want to. What's that?
The Wicked Pissah Show. Bumpa, Byron, and Patty Cakes. No bullshit talk radio. Wicked cool, wicked funny, Wicked Pissah.
This rock star with no fame, the way it is for everyone.
All right. Now here, this is one we've talked about many times on equality when it comes to boys and girls playing on the opposite sex sports teams, right? Now this one hit me. I get it. I can kind of get it in the early stages of life. The teenagers, the college age kids, having that gender identity and wanting to play the team sports. Everyone wants to be included, wants to do things. They still love sports regardless of the sex they are. Well, with that being said, this is Gabrielle Ludwig, formerly Robert John Ludwig. He decided that at 50 years old, wanted to join the college basketball team at Santa Clara, California Community College. Gabrielle, formerly Robert, had 2 failed marriages, has a son, but he's an ex-Navy soldier, and in his 40s declared himself a woman. Okay, good. At 50 years of age now, measuring 6 foot 8 inches, weighing 220 pounds, covered in naval tattoos, Gabrielle caused a huge feeling when she made her college basketball debut. What are your thoughts on that? She's obviously not playing for the men's league here. You see the women's league. Is it fair, sensible, inclusive? You can see how she towers over the tallest of the girls. I was just still has all the manly features. I see an Adam's apple, but where does the equality go? When is there a line? And some people talk about testosterone levels. You know what? I can tell you, whatever testosterone level this guy has, the fact that he has he was naturally engineered to be a man, and is now a female. And I get the identity thing completely okay, but I don't think it's okay to play sports. I don't think it applies in sports. It's just not. But again, are we hypocrites? Because when we allow a smaller female to compete with the big boys, so to speak, right? We allow the small girls to play with the big boys because some prove they can keep up with them. But if you have a large player like this, male/female, who's already in the top 1% of outbeat 99+% of the rest of the girls in basketball, is that fair? I don't know. So I saw this and I knew there'd be a great topic. I want to know what other people think as far as, is it a fair thing? Is it inclusive? Oh, it's inclusive, definitely. She's on the team, so that's the inclusive part. But is it fair? Is it sensible? Does it make sense? I don't think so. And it is very hard to kind of create that line because, here she is 6'8", 220. Okay, but if she was if she was born a female, just happens to be 6'8", 220, we wouldn't say anything. So I don't know. It's just it's something you have to look at. I know a lot of people take a look at that and find it challenging and difficult to swallow. I do. Because I could, on all of these pictures, he's about a foot taller than every girl there. And now there are some tall girls in basketball, but not many really reach that height. There are some. I know there are. They make it in the WNBA. But whatever. But that's all I got. That's all she wrote, and I thought I had a lot of good conversation pieces there. Again, we had the lottery, and again, you give your boyfriend hot sauce. You give him the money. I don't know. I think you fight tooth and nail. All right, you gave that motherfucker a place to live when he got out of jail. You gave him some toys or whatever, but you spent that money, and then during that time, right after he manages to get himself locked up again, Fontella here, she won $88 million. She got a lump sum, $88 million from Powerball. Nice enough to basically spoil her boyfriend, take care of him, paid every fucking bill he had, whatever, and bought him gifts galore. And he gets locked up again. Okay, it's over. If I give you everything and you're still a piece of shit, yeah, you gotta go. So he's trying to sue for some of his property back. He alleges like $1.4 million worth of stuff. Like I said, cars, boats, I don't know what it is, but I don't think give any of that back, especially if she sold it off, if whatever it was, she sold off. That means she had the title to it, especially if it was a car or a boat or whatever. That means that the shit was in her name. So she may have bought it for his purpose or whatever, but it fucking belongs to her. She sold it. He's in jail. Go fuck yourself. But he wants $25,000 for fucking taxes and other fucking distressful shit, and then another $25,000 for attorney fees and stuff. You know what? Give him $25, $50K, because you still have, like I said, probably $85 million in the bank. Give it to him. Shut the fuck up. Go away. And just live your life. And again, right here, Lulu, 8-year-old border collie, now worth $5 million. That dog is living life good. But Martha, who takes care of her, Martha Burton, is 88 years old. So I wonder if there's a contingency plan of where Lulu goes if Martha hits the gates, So, and then there was the Nevada County shooting. That was really sad. The mother, too, going after the officers with a knife. And if you saw, as soon as they pulled up, she just got angry, pulls the knife out like this. Shit's going to get real quick there. And it sucks that the little kids have to see that. Hopefully, those children were small enough that, with time they forget that. But, it's mom was clearly disturbed. And, disturbed enough to pull a knife out in front of her kids and try to chase two cops with a knife, and then unfortunately got shot in the process. They did try to tase her, tried to negotiate with her quite a bit, and she wasn't taking it. So, and then, like I said, the motor knocks on your door. This car was the guy got chased by the cops. Went off the road, hit some trees. The motor ejected from the car through the front door, someone's house, apartment. But I also noticed the disturbing part, like I said, is there's a picture of that motor right in front of a fireplace. And in that fireplace is like a doll's head. Up there, you can see it right there, doll's head, some candles, a boot or something. I don't know. Weird. Yeah, weird. That's my coffee burp. Sorry about that. But and then the other one, like I said, too disturbing. Going back to that police video, and then the subway blood and guts here. Is it too disturbing? No, to me, it's not too disturbing. This is a fact of life, and people need to understand that this stuff happens, and we can't just we cover your eyes. You don't want to see this. No, you're right. We don't want to see it, and we shouldn't have to see it, but you need to see it. You need to know about it, because if we just ignore it, life doesn't get any better. Life is not going to get any better. A lot of other things in life that need to be improved. Like in this case, mental health. I'm not sure what Mr. Lopez's deal was on this day, 21 years old, and stabbed 5 people. Killed 3 of the 5. I don't know why he targeted homeless people. There could be a million reasons. He could have been assaulted by one. But whatever reason, people snap, and some people can't handle that snap. But so the motor, no more motor. So, and then the equality. I don't know. Your 2 cents on equality. Let me know. Is Gabrielle here too much? That's 6'8", 220 pounds, 50 years of age, decides wants to play basketball on a women's team for Santa Clara Community College, Mission College, I think it's called. But I don't know. Is it crazy? Is it good? I don't know. But that's all I got. I'm Bumpa. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll have more for you Monday. Monday. Monday we'll have some. I want to get some more funny videos. Today was a mix of depressing and funny, like hot sauce blowing his own life because he just can't stay out of jail because he's a piece of shit. When his girlfriend was going to give him everything with $80-something million in the bank. Hello, things like that. So that's it. That's all I got. We'll see you Monday morning, 8 a.m. Oh, there's a special this weekend. Saturday night, Patty Cakes and the Rockstar. You want to check that out. You can look on our Facebook page, and you'll find more on that right there. Check us out on Facebook, The Wicked Pissah Show. You put it on Facebook. I'll probably put it on Twitch and YouTube as well. And then Patty Cakes and the Rockstar can share wherever they want. May have some special guests, but it's sure to be a funny show. I guarantee you it will be. It's going to be awesome. It's a very special show. It's going to be a good time. I'll be behind the scenes doing the camera work. Ooh, that was in my coffee. All right, folks. Thanks. I hope you have a great day. Chill.
Till it's over, look at what we've done.
Well, that wasn't very good. Oh, well. Bye-bye, folks. Have a great day.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah. Bye, Felicia.